What's up, guys? This is Petty Officer William Escobar, Navy recruiter in Riverside County in California. Just reaching out to you guys to post this video. Wanted to talk a little bit about how the Navy pay system works. There's a few different ways where you could get some money into your pocket, but I'm going to talk about the three biggest incentives and places where you can get money. The three places where you can get money are going to be your base pay, your BAS or basic allowance for subsistence, and BAH, basic allowance for housing. So those are the three: base pay, BAS, and BAH. So I'll talk really quickly about the whole base pay aspect. Now, base pay essentially gets you paid based off of how long you've been in the Navy, as well as what your rank is or what your pay grade is. Now, the big thing that I want you guys to know about base pay is that for any of the other branches, base pay is the same. So the Air Force does not pay more than the Navy does not pay more than the Army does not pay more than the Marines. Base pay is base pay. It's just how long have you been in the service and what your rank is. Now, I'll just run some stats for you guys real quick. So the basic rank in the military is an E1, right? That's the lowest rank you have. You have your warrant officers who have previous enlisted experience and are going to become the older generation of officers. You also have the commissioned officers. So since I'm an enlisted recruiter, I'll talk more specifically on the enlisted members. So it goes from E1 all the way to E9. That's the highest rank, which is a Master Chief Petty Officer. The E1 is a seaman recruit. So let's say you're an E1 who has less than 2 years of service. So for that time, you're actually gonna be getting paid $1,733.10. That's your base pay. If you're an E2, you'll get $1,942.50. If you are an E3, you'll get $2,042.70. Now, once again, this is E1, 2, and 3 with under 2 years of service. The higher you go through your ranks as you get promoted and the longer you've been in service, your pay scale will bump up. For example, I'm an E6. This is an E6 rank. So I've been an E6 and I've been in the Navy for 8 years. So my base pay is actually $3,653.10. So that's quite a big difference between the E1, 2, and 3. Now, the next pay that I want to talk about is basic allowance for subsistence, AKA food, right? So there's two different ways that you can get, or two different types of BAS that you can get, right? On one side, if you are attached to a command that is able to provide you food, essentially a galley, the place where we eat. If you're on a ship, right, or if you're on base, there's a place where you eat. The money will be given to you, but then it will be subtracted from that in order to pay for the supplies and the people who are cooking the food for you. So sometimes on bases, we have organizations like Goodwill that will cook the food for us, but if you're on a ship, you're gonna have the culinary specialist in the Navy who will be cooking the food for you. In any case, you get the BAS according to your pay stub, which is called an LES, leave in earnings statement. And on the LES, you'll see your basic allowance for subsistence, but a portion of that is gonna be subtracted from. So essentially about anywhere between $250 to $270 is going to be deducted from your paycheck, and you'll have the rest to use however it is you want to use it, right? So BAS is usually $372.71 per month, and every year the government will figure out how much it's going to cost for BAS to be given to you. So right now, no matter what your rank is, so long as you're an enlisted member, E1 through E9, your BAS rate is $372.71. Now, if you are part of an organization or a command like recruiting, that we do not have a place where they will cook the food for us and we just stand in line and get the food, we are expected to go to the grocery store and provide for ourselves. More money will be given to us. So essentially, every year they figure out how much it's gonna cost to give you that, just the same way as BAS level 1 is given. BAS level 2 right now is $745.42 per month. So that money is given to you into your pocket by your LES, but it's not having any deductions removed from it, because that's how you are expected to go essentially pay for your own food, cook your own food, or eat at any fast food restaurant. Whatever the case is, that money is given directly to you. That's BAS. Now the last allowance that I like to speak about, and it's probably my favorite one, is BAH, Basic Allowance for Housing, right? So depending on what your rank is, and if you have dependents or don't have dependents, and based off of your location or where you're stationed, you will get a different rate of BAH. For example, I here am in the Riverside County. So Riverside County is giving me $2,100 per month, right? When I was in Hawaii, I was getting $2,500 for BAH over there. So it's all depending upon where you're gonna be stationed at. The other thing about BAH is that it's tax-free. So even though you receive it, it's actually not something that you're gonna get taxed on. So it's pretty good, because your salary may look, at least your taxable salary may look like it's lower, like you're a lower income member, but actually because BAH, it actually offsets it. So even though on paper it looks like I'm only making $40,000 to $50,000 per year, I'm actually making closer to the $70,000, because once you add my BAS, my base pay, and my BAH, I actually make much more. But it's because BAH is tax-free, it doesn't show up on the books, essentially. Again, I want to reiterate that BAH is based off of your location and if you have dependents and what your rank is. So the higher your rank is, the more BAH you will get. If you're married or have children, you will also get a higher rate of BAH, because now you're expected to not just house yourself, but also house your family or your dependents. It's also based off the location. So if you are, let's say, in Pensacola, Florida, and you're an E1, let's say without dependents, then you're gonna be getting paid $1,167 per month. But if you're in San Diego County, you're gonna get $2,100 per month. If you're in Honolulu County, $2,088. If you're Everett, Washington, you'll be getting paid $1,683. It just depends on your location, it depends on your rank, and it depends on if you have dependents. The last piece I'll say about BAH is that normally it's only given to people who either have dependents, are in a command that they do not have housing, so in this case barracks, right? Or you're at least the rank of E5 or E4 with at least 4 years of service. We call that E4 over 4. So that way you will get the BAH straight into your pocket. But if you are an E4 with less than 4 years and below that rank with no dependents and on a command that offers barracks, you will not get BAH. You will have your money directly sent over to the Barracks Association, so that way they can pay for your utilities and your home and board, room and board in that time. So the only things that you will be eligible for normally would be your base pay and your basic allowance for subsistence. So you will not get BAH, but at least that saves you on utilities, saves you on your rent, saves you on insurance. You don't have to worry about that because it's already taken care of. But if you can get to the rank of E5, you'll automatically be getting that BAH, and you can live off base if you so desire. The choice is yours. If you have dependents and you're an E1, you're expected to provide for your family one way or another. Either way, you'll get it, and you can use it accordingly to whatever it is that you want to do. And that's BAH. So if you're curious about the information, that what I'm saying, if it's updated or not, make sure you go check out all the sources that I've listed out in the description of the video. But you can look up the pay allowances for every single year. You can even go to the past, and you can check the current pays on www.dfas.mil. That's DFAS. That's where you will see the pay allowance for BAS. You'll also see the base pay, and you'll also see different kinds of allowances for, let's say, clothing, hazardous pay, or tax-free locations as well. And if you're looking into the current BAH rates, you can go over to defensetravel.dod.mil. You can see a chart based off of every single county in the US. and every single pay grade and whether it's going to be with or without dependents. And you can also see a little bit easier a BAS calculator where you can enter what your rank is or what rank you want to see and the zip code that you're curious about, and it'll automatically show you a side-to-side comparison of with dependents and without dependents. So go ahead and check that out. Like I said, the links are in the description, so that way you can get the most current information about how the Navy and the military, for that matter, is paying us. So thank you guys for taking the time to watch this video. I really appreciate you. I'm gonna be putting out some more material, more content, so please subscribe. At the very least, give a thumbs up to this video, share it with your friends, just put it on whatever platform that you're involved with, whether it's Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, whatever. Just give it a like, write some comments down below if you have any questions, hit me up, and thank you for your time.